Hi everyone, I'm Jude Pinto, Chief Delivery Officer at Payments Canada. Thanks for joining me for another quarterly update on the real-time rail. It's hard to believe we're already in the last quarter of 2025. This has been a huge year of critical milestones in driving the very busy RTR program forward for everyone involved. Let me fill you in on what we've accomplished since my last update. So the biggest accomplishment for the RTR program was successfully completing the technical build phase and moving into the comprehensive testing phase, which is where we are now. As I mentioned in my Q3 update, we still have much work ahead of us with our delivery partners and participants to ensure the system is comprehensively tested, meets all system safety and security requirements, and will be ready for launch. But we are really confident in the testing path, and I'm happy to report that we are progressing according to plan. I'm also happy to report that the public consultation we conducted on the RTR's legal framework reconfirmed strong industry support for the RTR, which was very reassuring. We recently published a report out on some of the key points of interest and the valuable feedback we considered as part of the RTR rules. Thank you to everyone who participated. Another huge accomplishment for the program was the publication of the RTR Payment Service Provider Participation Guide. This is an invaluable resource for PSPs who are now supervised under the Bank of Canada's Retail Payments Activities Act as they consider how they could potentially participate in the RTR. As I'll continue to say, more participants on the system is beneficial for everyone. So please go to our website for more information and to contact us about the benefits and how your organization can participate on the RTR. So now let's look forward and talk about what we are going to accomplish for this last quarter of 2025. We are continuing the testing phase of this program and also onboarding new participants to ensure they are ready for launch. Our testing includes system integration testing for the technical components. This is on track to complete in Q4 of 2025. Testing then continues into 2026 and includes user acceptance testing for key user functionality, performance testing for volumes and resilience, security testing for safety and protection, and operational readiness testing for business and tech operations processes. The final testing and acceptance phases will be largely industry-facing and timed to precede new participant onboarding and finally conversion of Interact's in-market faster payment solution e-transfer to the RTR. In tandem, we are finalizing the rules for the RTR and will be submitting them to the Bank of Canada before year-end. These are part of our legal framework and support the system's safe and secure operation. There are 14 rules that govern the RTR, and each of them covers a specific aspect of the system. For example, Rule 4 outlines the requirements for participant access. Rule 7 covers funds availability, exceptions, and returns. And Rule 13 covers fraud management. More to come on rules in the coming updates, but this step sets us up for final approval of the rules in the new year. Last but not least, the RTR team is designing comprehensive training modules for participants, which will cover the full solution functionality. This work will help ensure that participants can begin to use this new shared national infrastructure to its full potential. So now, let's talk about the current payment regulatory landscape and what this all means for Canada. With the Retail Payments Activities Act in effect in early September, payment service providers are now supervised by the Bank of Canada. Combine that with the recently announced coming into force of the Canadian Payments Act amendments, which we are very pleased with, PSPs are now eligible for Payments Canada membership and system participation. This is a great step forward in advancing the regulatory regime around payments and is the result of years of industry collaboration. As we are seeing with real-time payments globally, both new and existing participants continue to drive volume and new use cases around the world, filling market gaps effectively and spurring on new economic activity. Most importantly, these use cases bring innovation to improve the lives of Canadians and the effectiveness and efficiency of Canadian businesses. Think about examples like real-time rent payments, instant earned wage access, and immediate me-to-me payments. It's an exciting time for payments, and the new possibilities that RTR will unlock for our members and their customers is virtually endless. I can't believe this is my final update for 2025. What a year of accomplishments for our team, our delivery partners, our regulators, our members, and our stakeholders. This collaborative approach will continue to be paramount in 2026 as we get closer and closer to delivering real-time payments to Canada. Thank you, everyone, and see you next year.